Good afternoon. I would like to present to you our study entitled Technology-Based Teaching and Learning in Junior High School. So the proponents, I am the main proponent with Architect Bocolano and Attorney Kahis. This study was conducted last year in the Junior High School teachers of Bohol, Philippines. So here the introduction of this study. This study was conceptualized because technology is very important. And if you look at today with the pandemic, we are geared towards using technology in the teaching and learning process. Change is the only constant thing in teaching and learning process. Adapting one of the 21st century skills is essential for professional and personal development, as well as for the improvement of the student's performance. According to Kohler and Messer in 2009, the teaching with technology has a lot of change and is complicated, especially with the newer technologies present at this time to teachers, students, as well as to other people around the school programs, other stakeholders. In the same study, they added that the word technology applies equally to analog and digital, as well as the new and old technologies. Teachers in basic education must learn to use technology and must allow it to change their present teaching paradigm, according to Bittner and Bittner in 2002. In terms of pedagogical technologies, teachers view most traditional pedagogical technologies such as pencil, microscope, chalkboards, transparency, and the like that are simple and directly referred to as technology. And one of the thrust of the Department of Education, these are the adapted initiatives that many private institutions and non-government agencies work hand in hand in order to realize this vision to utilize technology in instruction. In the Philippines, the Department of Education conducted several training to capacitate teachers in teaching and learning with the use of technology. These are sponsored by many educational institutions, as well as some professional development programs for teachers. Let's continue with the introduction. Many teachers try to integrate technology in teaching and learning. The improvement in the educational community requires the teachers and staff and all other stakeholders to be equipped and to equip the young people with the use of technology, which allow them to benefit from the emerging news and new forms of socialization, globalization, and internationalization, which can contribute actively to economic development under a system where the main asset is knowledge. It's according to Boholano in 2012. So this is the picture of how teachers trained students and what are the different training received by the teacher given by the Department of Education and other agencies in order to equip them with knowledge and skills in using and adapting technology. In some public schools, many teachers try to integrate technology in teaching and learning. This is according to Boholano 2012. Boholano 2018 stressed that the improvement of educational community requires the teachers and staff to equip the young people with the use of technology, which allow them to benefit the new and emerging technologies for socialization and globalization. ICT therefore provides both learners and students and teachers with more possibilities, productivity, professional growth, and development. Teachers in basic education, particularly in high school, should not only be aware of the basic ICT skills, but also obtain mastery of the 21st century skills because this made the teaching and learning fun, enjoyable, and convenient. Junior high school teachers found out new knowledge through accessing, assessing, selecting, organizing, and interpreting information and data with the use of technology. This prompted the researchers to conduct this study in order to verify if all the learned competencies by the teachers were cascaded in the classroom. The objectives of the study, we have here ICT in junior high school, would like to determine how ICT is taught in school, would like also to determine and identify conditions and availability of ICT equipment in schools, and would like to find out ICT-based materials used in teaching and learning. And lastly, we would like to determine the prospects and challenges, the opportunities and challenges of integrating technology in teaching and learning. So this is the methodology of the study. The research design, the study utilized mixed method of qualitative and quantitative research for data collection. The participants of the study are the junior high school teachers in Department of Education, Talibon, Bohol. The instrument, these are researcher made an instrument with interview guide also. The data analysis procedure, data gathered were tabulated, analyzed, and presented as well as interpreted using simple percentage and mean. Thematic analysis was also done for the qualitative part of the study. Now, ethical consideration was sought. The names and personal information of the respondents were really kept, no, not stated in the study. The data and information that have been collected are confidential. There was an informed consent. The researchers prepared and gave assent and consent form as an evidence that the respondents voluntarily joined this research. Then there's no vulnerable groups included because these are teachers. Risk, there is no risk because review of the level of risk and measures to mitigate this risk, including physical, psychological, social, and economic, etc., was done. This research is purely academics and there's no financial involvement. The researchers are not going to give anything, did not give anything to the respondents to avoid biased results. Now, moreover, the effectiveness of ICT or integrating ICT in teaching and learning depends on high levels of interactivity amongst and between student and teachers, and even between student and technologies they use. This according to Alemo in 2015. In the study of Fu in 2013, information and communication technology or ICT includes computers, internet, and electronic delivery systems such as radio, television, and projectors, among others, and is widely used in today's educational field. Some of these equipment are not available in the public school setting because of the limited supplies and infrastructure problem. Thus, this is the result of the study. Now, based on the table or the graph presented, figure 1 reveals that teachers in technology and livelihood education are using technology in teaching. If you look at that one, they're the most number of teachers utilize technology in the teaching and learning process. Students were given projects and allowed to use technology in creating their tasks. Teachers utilize print-based technology for enhancement of the lesson. In the study of Hooper and Weber in 1995, teachers could not function without the support of such print-based technologies. So print-based technologies are also very important. Most of the teachers utilize computer in TLE topics. Some of the narratives from the teachers and students like this. I like my students when I am using technology in the classroom because they are very attentive, according to teacher A. In my class, technology is very helpful because my students are very eager to learn. Every time I am giving a test, their scores increases. They enjoy the activity and interactive discussion. So these are some vignettes taken from the teachers. This implies that the use of technology improves the performance of the learners. Junior high school academic competence may be defined as a multidimensional construct consisting of the content, knowledge, skills, attitude, and values of students that contribute to the success in the classroom. That's according to DiPerna and Elliott in 2002. In the 21st century, the student's academic success in the classroom includes lifelong learning skills, which required more than academic skills proficiency, but also soft skills such as collaborative, creativity, and communication skills. Further, table 1, which is about conditions and availability of ICT equipment in the classroom. The teachers are still very eager to use technology despite of the absence of this equipment. They are very creative in such a way that they can download offline materials for teaching and learning. The students were seen to be computer literate and use computers now that to produce the majority of their classroom activities. So it's very clear in the table that they have desktop computer without internet is only 41%. So most of the schools do not have. Desktop computer with internet connection is 30%. Most of the schools do not have. Smart TV is only 25%. Most of the schools do not have. LCD projector is 45% and 55% no. So it is very essential that the student eagerness is there, but the unavailability of equipment is their main problem. Public school teachers do not have TV, smart TV, but this is not the hindrance of the successful ICT integration. Teachers are creative in doing their tasks. The junior high school teachers viewed integrating ICT in teaching and learning as an added learning opportunities for successful classroom implementation and experience. In the study of Alemo in 2015, the teachers' priorities are still for more basic computer skills and knowledge despite the fact that they have already received some basic ICT training. The evidence suggests that instructors are still in the early stage of ICT development. In the study, the teachers are also very eager to learn current way of integrating ICT in teaching and learning. In terms of ICT-based activities and materials used in teaching, if you look at it, most of the teachers are doing it. Browsing and search the internet is 89, so they're giving this to their student. Browse and search internet to gather resources is 83%. Use application software is 81. And if you look at only, only download and upload browse material from school's website is 40%. But the rest in general, it's very positive. So that they are doing it now for the students' success. The school do not have a very good internet connection, but the teachers in their own little way do their best in order to utilize ICT in teaching. This implies that they wanted to teach the 21st century skills to the learners. Learning resources can be downloadable at the Department of Education website and other open source websites. In the study of Ha and Lee in 2019, it was indicated that public high schools need to change aspects of the instruction methods utilized in the classroom and technology operating system for the benefit of the students. In this particular study, despite of the unavailability of the equipment, the teachers do their best in order to integrate technology in teaching and learning because they believe that information communication technology generally relates to those technologies that are used for accessing, gathering, manipulating, and presenting, communicating information. So what are the opportunities and challenges encountered by the teachers? The teachers downloaded video in their lessons so that students can learn easily in their lessons. So they download video and upload it in the site. So some teachers, if the student cannot access the internet, what they did is they gave the soft copy through Bluetooth in their mobile phone or have it in the in the computer installed in the laboratory in the school. So they made it offline. So these are the challenges and opportunities in integrating ICT. ICT integration is important. These are opportunities. Junior high school teachers encountered challenges in integrating technology in teaching and learning, but these challenges were overcome through the dedication of teachers and their respective work. According to the teachers, this ICT integration helps students focus HATS or higher order thinking skills concepts. According to Koch, as quoted in Fu in 2013, mentioned that using ICT enables students to communicate, share, and work collaboratively anywhere and anytime, such as teleconferencing, classroom, messenger, chat, and email messaging. But they also encounter challenges. This is very, very common, limited resources. In this study, teachers translated challenges to opportunities because they're motivated to teach the children. The use of ICT in teaching and learning is very important for the teachers and the student as well. So in conclusion, collectively, technology-based teaching and learning capacitates students the 21st century skills. Integrating ICT and education has positively changed and influenced the practices and techniques of all forms of active endeavor within educational places. Through the use of technology in teaching and learning, the students became creative and innovative. There are robust emphasis on incorporating technology into the teaching and learning in the 21st century with a focus on the local and global technologies available in the classroom. With this, classroom became more interactive and engaging. Thus, they believe that this ICT integration is essential in the teaching and learning process. So to end this presentation, I would like to leave this quotation by Bill Gates that technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. Therefore, whether there are opportunities and challenges encountered by the teacher, which is focused more on infrastructure and equipment availability, it is very important to note that teacher is the most important. Our willingness to share, our willingness to teach and sacrifice for learners' performance in order to increase their performance is the most important. This is Helen Boholano of Cebu Normal University. Good afternoon, everyone.